I grew up on a small farm with cows, turkeys, etc. Across the street was a small produce farm. When I was 6 or so, we got a new neighbor. He had been a corporate lawyer in NYC and then woke up one day, said, "I really fucking hate my job. I'm going to buy a farm and raise exotic animals." This guy did not know much, but by gods he had a dream and he wasn't going to give up. He and his wife were both city folk, born and raised in NYC. They moved in during the winter and he asked my dad a lot of questions about pens, fences, vets, the works. Spring comes and I was awakened by frantic knocking on the door one fine morning. It's the wife, Jen, panicking because it smells like poop. "Is there a problem with the sewer? Who do we call?" My mom starts laughing, which frustrates Jen more. My mom explained that it was spring and the produce farm across the street just laid down their fertilizer. My mom had to further explain that fertilizer is just a nice word for cow shit. After she left, we could hear her screaming at her husband that she hated it here and this was the dumbest idea he's ever had and she wants to go back to the city. Keep in mind that our houses were pretty far apart as we were both on 6 to 10 acre lots. She could really project. They got some emus and llamas and shortly after. This is like 1990. Most people had never even heard of an emu at this point. My father is suitably impressed with the livestock, less so with the fencing Arthur chose. It was wire fencing with pretty large holes in it. Large enough for both the llamas and the emus to stick their heads through, and then they'd decide they were thirsty so they'd snake their heads back through a lower hole and get stuck that way. Arthur would then come running to our house for help getting his animals unstuck before they drowned in the water troughs. This happened at least once a month for over 10 years. Arthur never changed the fencing, despite my dad asking him why he wouldn't change the fencing or at least move the troughs into the center of the pens. They've since moved. But I'll never forget the zaniness of runaway emus and llamas, fantastical escaping pygmy goats, or Jen freaking out because it smelled like poop. Edit. I'm now aware that this is apparently also the premise of Green Acres. I really wouldn't be surprised if that was their inspiration, but they wound up doing very well. Also, the wife was an amazing cook, and also thanks for watching. Have a great day.